I have to talk this one out loud. They've taken me to quite a few clips this morning, different things that honestly are disturbing, right? And I don't even... But I think I see now, I don't know. It's like a few of the clips were clips of people who they weren't on trial, but they were in front of a board or something being asked questions. And it involved characters that we know what we've been told about them. And so we disfavor these characters because we've judged that type of behavior is incorrect. And quite frankly, it's that flat for me right now. It's true. It's not acceptable behavior. So, okay, let's get to this. Let's see. So, and there was a bunch of these, and they were all very similar. It was all this mentality, right? Like one person being questioned by a panel of people, okay? And it was in regards to or relation to people that were flavored not well. And so it was oh God, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time spitting it out because I'm trying to see the general message to hear that versus getting tripped up on the logistics or details. It's even the people being questioned, they might have been totally innocent, but it's they feel guilty, right? Because they're already being asked all these questions, and they are aware of the association. They're aware that that person is seen in a poor light now. So they don't want to be associated with that person, but they are for varying reasons. And even if their interaction or engagement was innocent enough, the fact that they had any engagement already taints them as not colorful either, right? It's you're already... And so I think the more they were taking me to these, it was it's nobody even sees it through to the end. In that, okay, so they were. It's they're not the party in question. They were associated with the party in question, but some of them to such a ridiculous degree that it's they might as well have been strangers passing on the street, right? But we like to put in conspiracy theories. And sometimes there are slick, covert. I'm not suggesting none of that occurs, but I'm suggesting what I'm trying to spit out is it's interesting how it's people are afraid of their own shadow. They're afraid of the implication. They're afraid of what others think. They're afraid of, and we all do this. We all are oh no, don't associate us with them. Oh no, don't. It's one minute they're fine being associated with so-and-so because it's bringing them praise or clout or anything else. And then the next minute they don't want to be. Again, all of this is normal human behavior, right? And yet it begs the question, who are you aligning with, right? And it's and don't make those leaps or jumps in one's own mind or about others. In other words, we're all responsible for ourselves. And so I know I've had shady characters as friends, but I didn't know they were shady characters per se, or, my engagement with them was always, I don't want to say, it's good, right? It was fine. And so what is it? It's but that's the point. It's there's more here. It's you don't want to associate. It's you're not responsible. That's what it is. And it's had I known X, Y, and Z, I don't know. I mean, there's so many questions here. I'm really not sure what they're trying to show me because everything is so nuanced. It's had you known somebody was, let's just say misbehaving, or let's say more than misbehaving, because it's a hard black and white. Had you known somebody was doing something illegal, right? Then wouldn't you? And I guess that's the question. I guess maybe that's what all these panels were about. Did you know something illegal was going on and you didn't call the authorities? You didn't attempt to help. I don't like this term, but like the victim in this story. Do you know what I mean? But then again, it's back to who's in charge and who's responsible. Can you turn a blind eye? I mean, some of the panels were about stuff that was egregious. I mean, it was just in other words, I don't know how you could turn a blind eye had you really known. But that's all, again, this is all opinion, right? And all character, morals, and integrity. And nothing is ever that simple, is it? It's rare. It is rare that it is that black and white or that simple. But what's the catch? What's the get? Well, that's the problem. That is the problem, right? Are you able to stand in your own alignment, or are you being swayed by a get, by a catch, by a, well, then blah, 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 blah. Because that's our downfall. That right there is the downfall. But that's when you're going to have to live with yourself. Forgive me for always using this. It's such an easy example because it's just pure and true of the Dave Chappelle example, right? It was like he knew. For him, it was black and white. Like, of course I want to fucking take the money. But you're saying I have to do this in order to take that money. No, thank you. My peace is too important. I know the karma. I know I'll never have peace again. I'll never be able to settle because my higher self will be on my tail for the rest of my life. So the money I receive won't be worth diddly dick because I'll never be able to rest again, right? It's like some people are so aligned that it's like, yeah, of course we all get lured into this and that, but we're also aware of like the consequences, right? Like, forget about the 3D consequences. It's like the internal battle that will go on. You know, it's like you experience that enough with the little things that when the bigger things come, it's a harder test, but it's also like, oh fuck, I've been through it enough. It's not worth me not having peace. It's like, your higher self is just going to berate you, right? You're like, oh God, you guys think you're bad in the 3D? My higher self, kicks ass, right? Like, good Lord. So, it's like, that's what you have to, I guess, know. But some people, I guess maybe some people don't, oh my God, is that what, how people say they don't have a conscience, or what do they say? Something like that. And I guess that's what they mean. It's like some people don't care because they don't have someone, I guess, keeping them in line, like their inner higher selves. They're not connected at all. They have no connect. They're like, it's the idea of like, they're totally from the devil. Like they don't care. They have no moral compass. They'll sleep perfectly well well, that's like a psychopath, isn't it? Like they'll sleep perfectly well at night. They're not worried about a thing, anybody or anything, right? It's like this. Yeah. I mean, let's not go. I don't want to dig too much into that. That'll hurt my head. Please. So I don't know, I guess, what is this message? Because they kept showing, they even took me to a spot in the Bible, was talking about the same thing about like the people like denied Jesus. There was some guy who was like, part of his crew. And then I guess when he was painted as the bad guy, he was like, oh no, I don't know who he is. And it's kind of like all the clips they were taking me to today were like all these people being like, oh, no, I don't really know him. Oh, I mean, I met him once. Oh, yeah, we had that. But it's like, what do you mean? You were thick as thieves. You guys were hanging out. You even had the same accent. You even look alike. You started to dress the same, right? Like, what are you talking about, right? And then other people, I guess, they get a whole bunch lumped in. So then you do start to question. Like, oh, they actually weren't with them and they actually were with them, but they're all given the same answers. Everybody's scared out of their minds. Nobody wants to be associated with them because then they think they're next up to bat, right? Like if he's going to get hung, then I am too, right? And it's a bunch of fear mongering again, Oh, it's a disaster. Sorry, I'm still not sure the message is, but you can hear how it's like, it's heavy on me. And so I guess it's heavy on me also in the idea of like, I don't want to go down that negative rabbit hole. It's like I keep trying to slam on the brakes so I can see, but it's like sometimes there are no, it's the idea of like you got to go through that heat, that pain, that awareness of this reality, of this realm, before you can float up. I guess the float up is seeing that where you are denying yourself, right? Denying your own truth, getting out of your own alignment, worried about others, what other people will think, what other people will associate you with. And that is tough. It is tough because, again, like now they're flowing back to these clips, like, yeah, who the fuck wants to be associated with that? And especially if it's not true, right? Like if you were innocent enough. God, I wish I could remember. There was a few things that were coming through as visions, not just like clips they were taking me to or places to read. It was visions. And it was like, oh God, it was me. They had me like, it was like interactions and saying different things and discussing different things. And I oftentimes don't pick up on we've talked about this. I don't pick up on the subtle undertone often, or I don't even hear it because my head is in one place. Like I'm focused one way. I'm, and then I'll hear it later and I'll be like, oh my God. Right? Like, did they think I was, you know what I mean? Like implications could be had where there were none on my part. And that's happened to me often in my life where we've talked about that, where it's like, I don't even know people are flirting, but then, or this or that. And it's like, oh, it's like the dialogue, but it's like, but the dialogue was innocent. And then they'll do like a recording or they'll like in my head, like they'll play back stuff. And I'll be like, oh, was that what they thought? Like, in other words, it can imply other things. And I'm like, well, it wasn't implying anything. And so it's that can happen often. And that does happen often. It's this idea that people speak different languages, right? It's like, in other words, you say this and it means that to them. It's like a code. And you're like, who knew? I didn't know your coding system. But it's like this, you're supposed to know or something. And, but my point is then it's like you can get innocently tripped up into, I guess it's like the wrong crowd or the wrong whatever, because it's taken incorrectly. But then you're standing there totally like clueless, like a deer in headlights. Like, what's the matter? What's the problem? Right? And it's like, oh, honey, I guess it's back to being naive. And it's so annoying. It's like, it's almost like, who wants to not be? Like, who can catch up with? It's like, then you have to like dig in the dirt to understand the dirt. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does this make sense? And, it's quite exhausting. This is why it is important who you surround yourself with, isn't it? It's like other people who have integrity. That's the other thing that has been swirling in my head a lot lately, is this idea of I'll have to look it up. The Tao Te Ching, there's one of them says something like, to live a long, happy life. Like the idea of like, it's kind of like to stay in your own lane, right? And it's not the idea of like, keep your head down, but it's also like, don't lift your head up. It's kind of like I find it so true. It's like, I just want to be happy and comfortable and make as little waves as possible, but I also want to be me, right? It's like, I don't want to shrink and I don't want to blow up. I just would like peace, right? And whatever that means for each of us. And it's like, you see what happens to all these people who get swept up in, it's like they get blown up to get ripped down. It's tough out there. Yeah. Sorry, there's a lot swirling here today. Let me see if I can sort through it and clean it up. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.